Hey, welcome back to Fit Survive channel. So today we have something I'm really excited to do. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while. Basically, we're going to be comparing an American MRE to a Russian IRP. So these are both field rations. Basically, it's in Russian, it's IRP. So it's individual food rations, basically, I think how it translates. All right, and then, so our MRE, it's going to be a cheese, tortellini, vegetarian. And I got this from my brother when he got out of the military. And so I definitely know this is out of date. And so we may not be trying everything in here because it's pretty old. All right, then this one's actually a fresh new. I just bought this. And the way this works, it's on the back. There are 4 variants. You see right here, it's all in Russian. There are 4 variants. And then on the left is a list of everything that can be included. And basically just run down this and you see what's included in which variant. Now we have variant number 1. As you see right here. And now major difference here that we're going to see, of course, the Russian one's going to be bigger and heavier, but this is actually intended to be a day's ration. So you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner in this one field ration, this IRP. Whereas an MRE is intended to be one meal. And so even though this is lighter, you'd need more of these to have a full day's ration. All right, so a bit of comparison of size and weight. So the Russian IRP is right about 8.5 inches wide by 11.5 inches long. And now this feels like, and I'm pretty sure, I haven't opened this up yet, but it feels like it's a cardboard box inside. And so that might be easier for stacking, for packing. The MRE, it's a lot. It's not like, you can feel it's not like a cardboard box in there. And it is right about 6 inches wide. And feels like almost 9 inches long, maybe 8.5. All right, and then for weight, go ahead and compare these. So, in pounds, there we go. The Russian IRP is just under 4 pounds, so that's roughly 2 kilograms. And the American MRE, to weigh this, it is right at 1.70 pounds. So just a little less than half the weight of the Russian IRP. All right, also cost-wise, you find these on Amazon. Right now, when I recorded this, I checked, it was going for $75 on Amazon. And so I'll have in the description, I'll have a link to that. And I noticed also you can get like a 4-pack of MREs for like $48. It's right around $12 per MRE. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to open these up and compare the contents. All right, so that is now empty. I'll set it to the side. I don't know if we use that later on for cooking it or not. All right, so it's actually double bagged, so that the large brown bag and this clear bag on the outside. Open this up. All right, so this is the cheese tortellini and tomato sauce. So I set it over here. So that's, I guess, the main course. All right. Then we have apple pieces and spiced sauce. A First Strike nutritious energy bar. Right here. Then we have Reese's Pieces. This looks like we have our salt, our pepper. Let's open this up and see what all we get in here. So we have some spice cider, so an instant drink there. We have some bubble gum, salt, and a moist towelette. And it looks like a larger towelette here, I'm guessing. Almost like a napkin, kind of large. All right, then we also have a beverage base raspberry. Seasoning salt. Oh no, I'm sorry. Seasoning blend salt free. So salt free seasoning there. Then we have crackers. And so it's a pretty big cracker. And let's put that right here. Make sure we can see everything we have inside. All right, I'll toss this to the side. Oh, wait, there's another bag in there. That's our hot beverage bag. So we have a plastic spoon in military color. Oh. And chunky peanut butter. Imagine that goes with the crackers. All right, now what this is actually, it's a heating element basically. We call it an MRE heater. And so what you do is rip this out and you pour some water in there. And then basically what it does is, it's kind of like if you've ever held the hand warmers, it's kind of like that, but it'll boil the water. And so what you do is you pour some water in here and you'd slide this. Okay, so here's some instructions right there. What you do is you pour water in here and then you open this up. So basically this is a way to heat up your meal. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Let's do that. Same thing here. This is for basically making your drink. You open it up, you pour your drink in there, you pour hot water, heat it for 46 minutes. Okay, anyways, it's a bag for making your hot drink. I'll go ahead and set it to the side. All right, so let's go and we'll do this, because that's a really cool element of the MRE. So open that up, and I do have some water here close by. Let's see. So I'm just gonna pour a tidbit of water in here. All right, so you see I put water right into there. So what we'll do now is fold this over, just like that. And we'll slide it in here. And so while we'll open up the Russian IRP, we're gonna let our cheese tortellini heat up. All right, so that should be heating up. And so we're gonna lean this like this for now, so that water doesn't spill. All right, we're gonna use our handy little light up this water. All right, perfect. All right, so the next thing is we'll open up the Russian IRP. All right, and just like I suspected, it is a cardboard box. All right, let's open this up and see what we got inside. Whoa. All right, so let me pick this up and you can see a little bit closer. All right, so you can see how it's all laid out. Now, once again, keep in mind, this is intended for a day's ration. So you should find breakfast, lunch, and dinner in here. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. I'm going to kind of reorganize everything so we can see a little better side by side. All right, so you have, these are disinfectant towelettes. So basically I call it like a wet wipe. Slide this to the side so we can start getting this stuff out. And this is, okay, this says it is apple. It's kind of like an apple, I guess like an apple sauce kind of thing. And so since this is all in Russian, I'm going to open it up and I'll be showing you what it all is inside. I'll get to that in a bit. Right, so we have the apple, it's basically the apple sauce. Sugar. So we have 4 packages of white sugar. All right, now what this is gonna be kind of like an Esbit fuel stove. And so these little fuel tablets will burn. And so it has a tiny little metal stove in there. You're supposed to bend like this. Basically, you can set it up. And that's how they'll have you heating up the meals here. So we with these dry fuel tabs. All right, they also have some tea. Yes, these are tea. says Ceylon tea. Coffee, instant coffee there. I'll put this on top of the sugar. That will be going together. All right, then it has bubble gum. So it's light blue here. This is bubble gum. So it has 3 pieces of bubble gum. And we have, what are these? All right, this is for disinfecting water. All right, so these are basically water treatment tablets. So this is what you would add to your water and give it time to basically purify, per se, kill all the bacteria inside of it. So that's really cool that they included that. Some black pepper. All right, now we're getting into some of the more larger meals. Now this is basically, it's beef. And so again, we'll be opening this up here in a bit. So we have some beef. Then you have pilaf. This is a rice dish, also with beef. Wow. So this comes with 4 large packages of crackers. And so that's quite a bit of crackers there. Pretty cool. All right, we have some more disinfectant, wet wipes basically. Now this is sweetened condensed milk. It says it has chocolate and nuts. So it's like a chocolate paste kind of like. It's like a sweetened condensed milk. So again, we'll be opening that up also here in a bit. Let you see exactly what that is. Let me scoot this, set it over here since we're out of space. This right here says it is ham. Basically, it's kind of like some kind of a ham. This is cheese. It's going to be kind of like a cream cheese, I guess. Dude, this is jelly. It's fruits and berries. This says pepper with vegetables. So I imagine it's kind of probably like a bell pepper and vegetables kind of together there. This says bird meat with beans and vegetables. And if you do buy this from Amazon, like I said, I'll be including a link. An easy way to tell what this is you can use a Google Translate. And so what you do is you put your camera up to it and it can instantly translate for you so you know what you're getting, what you're eating. Otherwise, it's just kind of like a surprise if you don't know, if you can't read Russian. All right, and this comes with 3 spoons, another sugar, which is nice because we had a bunch of sugars right here. So 1 more sugar there. All right, that's pretty cool. Those look like waterproof matches. I say waterproof because it has like a large amount of some kind of like chemical which is on the tip. You can see on the camera. Yes, they do say waterproof matches on it. So that's pretty cool too. All right, then a fruit stick. Might just be kind of like the energy stick with the fruit. And this is a vitamin pack. Now it looks like this is slightly ripped. See right here. Looks like some powder's getting out. So anyways, it is it says it's a drink. So it is some kind of a drink, but has vitamins in it. So that's pretty cool. And you have a couple of napkins. And 1 more sugar. No, this is salt. So you have salt. And you have a bunch of papers. Whatever these are for. Okay, so it looks like it's showing you the different... Okay, shows you what to do. You're supposed to eat... What you're supposed to eat for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner. And so you go down and this is so you know what to eat. So you don't, I guess, like gorge on breakfast and be hungry for lunch. I don't know. All right. So that is all inside our box. All right, so you can see on for the Russian, the IRP, it's got quite a bit in it. But once you gotta remember, this is intended for a day's portion of food. And so next we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna open this up and we're gonna see what is all inside of each of these. So you can kind of better tell what exactly, this is, especially the Russian stuff. All right, so I have a little plate here. So what we're gonna do is gonna open everything up and we'll lay down the plate so we can see what we got here. All right, so this is heated up really well. It's actually quite, oh yeah, that's actually quite hot. So that worked really good, and it's still hot. And so imagine you could even use that to continue heating up like your drink. So anyways, yeah, it's hot. So let's go and take out this, put it on inside. Our cheese tortellini. And now don't forget, like I said, this is an out-of-date MRE. And so should be just fine. But let's see how it looks here. Okay, cool. Now that looks like what I would call raviolis. That's exactly what it smells like too. It smells like raviolis. I'm gonna set this to the side. You hold this up here. All right, so that does not look bad at all. That doesn't look bad at all. I would eat that. Maybe it was fresher, for sure. Okay, so let's see about our apple pieces in spice sauce. So I guess this would be kind of like dessert, almost like. Or I guess your fruit salad. That way. All right, so not as appealing. I guess what you expect from an MRE fruit salad. Basically apples. All right, now we have space. This is here. All right, and then what we have is we have some crackers. Let's open this up. Whoops. Kind of crumbly cracker there. All right, so 2 crackers there. I'm going to lay them on top of each other. Don't want them crumbling. All right, and then I'm pretty sure the peanut butter is supposed to go with the crackers. So let's go ahead. I'm going to tear it along. I'm going to cut it this way, even though it says to tear along. Don't want to make a big mess out of this. If you haven't seen this knife review, be sure to go back and watch that. It's a really nice knife. All right, now that's not all of it, but just for sake of time, basically peanut butter, what you'd expect. I think all of us are familiar with that. All right, next we'll open up and let's look at this nutritious energy bar. That does not look bad either. Kind of what you'd expect from a fruit bar. Slide this right here. All right, I don't think there's any reason to open up Reese's Pieces. I think everybody's familiar with Reese's Pieces. So I'll leave that one to the side. All right, then we have an instant apple cider drink. And so what you do is basically rip that open. And I missed just a bit. Open that up. And you have an apple cider drink. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with apple cider. That can be heated up, it can be drank hot, or it can be left cold. All right, so there you have your MRE meal. Your spoon, your dessert. If you need some salt, pepper. Actually, we didn't have pepper here, did we? Get your towelette to clean up afterwards. Here's another drink. All right, and a little napkin there. Bubblegum, don't forget the bubblegum. Okay. So one more time, that is the MRE. This was the cheese tortellini. And so not bad at all. Looks pretty decent. All right, now let's go ahead and we'll start with the Russian one, but it's got a lot more space here. And so I also have a plate for that. Let's go ahead and let's probably start with this apple sauce or whatever it is. So that's the applesauce. I don't know if I squeezed all that out or not. And since this is foreign, let's go and we'll give it a try. Okay, yep, tastes like applesauce. A little thicker than usual, but yeah, basically it's applesauce. I'm going to move all the tea, the sugar, the coffee, because that's all no-brainer. We know what that is. All right, then the salt matches. I'll put this plate right here for now. All right, so then the crackers, a whole bunch on here. I guess it'd be kind of like the bread of your meal. So over here, we'll go and open up one. All right, so it looks like a plain cracker. I don't even see salt on it. Okay, yeah, it's a saltless cracker. Tastes just fine. Tastes pretty good, actually. All right, so, wow, come on out. There we go. So a whole bunch of crackers there. Now this, I'm not even sure what you're supposed to put it on. It looks like it should go on top of something, like maybe for breakfast. But let's go and let's open it up and let's take a look at what it is. Now remember, this is basically like a chocolate pudding, I'm guessing. All right, that is exactly what it is. Again, didn't get it all squeezed out, but that's fine. Almost looks like chocolate syrup. Here, 1 second. I will let you know what this is. Oh, there goes our crackers. Oops, I got 2 spoons. Oh well. Yep, it tastes like more like chocolate syrup. Kind of like what you put on top of ice cream. That's exactly what that tastes like. All right, pick up these crackers here. All right, so that is basically chocolate syrup. It's not pudding. All right, and let's see, what else we want to look at? Let's look at this right here. Dun-dun-dun-dun. All right, so that is our energy fruit bar. And so I'm guessing this is going to be comparison to in the MRE, we had this, and the Russian IRP had this. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good there. All right, now let's start with, this basically says bird meat with beans and vegetables. And now all this is supposed to be heated up. That's why we have 3 of these tabs right here. And they are for each of these main meals. All right, as soon as I open it up, it reminded me of airplane food. Exactly what it smelled like was like airplane food. If you've ever flown, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so that is, once again, that's the bird meat with beans and vegetables. All right, see, pretty chunky. Doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, too bad you can't taste things on YouTube. Yeah, what do you expect? Tastes like chicken and beans. All right, not bad. So next one, let's open up. It's going to be the pilaf. This is a rice dish. Okay, so that feels really stiff, like the rice isn't completely cooked. So I bet that's supposed to be cooked before eaten, because it does. It feels really crunchy to the spoon. So I'm not going to be tasting that. I'll leave that where it is. All right, then we have the beef. All right, so, and again, this also is supposed to be cooked. I imagine you could eat it cold, but you can see, I mean, that got like some fat in it and stuff. And so I'm not gonna be tasting that cold. But basically, once you heat this up, it looks kind of like a standard, kind of like something you'd find like canned, like a canned beef. I guess would be the closest description for that. So you have the canned beef. And so what I would assume, even though this does come with a paper that describes what you're supposed to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I would assume you would eat one of these per meal. So you'd choose one for breakfast, one for lunch and dinner, and so on. All right, this also says it is basically ham. So let's look at this ham here. All right, that looks like Spam. That looks like Spam. That right there looks like something I would take and I'd put on the crackers. Yep, that's exactly what that looks like. It looks just like Spam. So basically canned ham, and it tastes like Spam. Not bad. All right, they have the cheese. And again, I'd probably use this on the crackers. Looks very creamy. Basically kind of what you'd expect from a cream cheese. Not bad. Tastes a bit oily, but it tastes good. All right, and then we have, this is gonna be kind of like a bell pepper and vegetables. I'm trying not to make a mess here. All right, so that looks like a very much Russian dish. So this would be kind of like your salad, I guess. So you're gonna get your vegetables, all your peppers, and again, it looks really oily. Okay, yep, that's exactly what I thought. Not bad. There we go. Put this over here. And then a last thing to open, it's gonna be the jelly, or jam, basically. And again, something that would be easy to add to your crackers, which I'm guessing that makes sense why they have, what was it, 4 packages of crackers? Let's not use that spoon for the jelly. We'll use the chocolate one. All right, that looks like a really good jam. Okay, yeah, that tastes really, really good. All right, so good jam there. All right, and that is all. So we have the napkins, we have the heating element there. We have this little energy drink. Let's go ahead and pour that, see what that looks like once we mix it in water. So imagine it's basically a way to get you a drink to drink, kind of like boost your vitamins. And it smells about like apple juice to me, like that. Go ahead and set this right here. All right, so that is everything. From the Russian, the IRP, the field ration, to the American. And so they're both really cool. I'm curious what you think about especially the Russian, the IRP. If you would you want to try something like that, like maybe if you go out like camping, hiking, if you find that interesting to try like some Russian style MRE, let's call it that. So anyways, that's everything. So let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.